Shalom. Elohim Yahweh Shem Yoshai Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great master and a teacher, move well. Peace and salutations be to full leg. I'm Brother Tazwa. I'm coming at you another lesson. Alright. Coming at you from the GMS Tampa camp down here in Tampa, Florida. So this is going to be going into our oppressors are children. And that alone, knowing that our oppressors are children alone, just goes to show you that there's ways around this devil. His trickery, his deception. You can see how he coming with it. All right, if you just understand the basics of him just being a child. Okay. And we're gonna start with the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 16. So I'm not going to make this a quick hit. I have a little break before work. So it says, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning." All right, these devils, they don't, woe to this land, America, because their king is a child. Woe to all the Edomite infrastructure, okay? All the Edomite lands, because they're being ruled over by children. These Edomites they don't know how to rule. Okay, they have no self-discipline or control. All right, and then the last shout, they're just not right. Scripture say, his spirit which is lifted up in him is not upright in him. Okay, so the slightest mishap or the slightest wrong, he is ready to self-destruct. That's why these Edomites, these devils and fucking, these so-called small hats, these small hats, which who call themselves Jews, self-proclaimed, got something called the Samson option. Okay, when they feel like they can't win, they press a button and they shoot missiles at every country. They're taking down everybody. Nuclear missiles. They shoot enough nuclear missiles at everybody. That's their go-to, you see, the self-destruct button. Yeah, if I can't win, if I can't rule the world, nobody can, basically, even if you were an ally. It says, "Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of the nobles, and thy princes eat in due season for strength and not for drunkenness." Your princes ain't just eating just to get fat. The leaders and the rulers over the people, they ain't just there they ain't overdoing anything, or they ain't just trying to live their lives, live it up. Their best interest is in the people instead of in their own belly, And that's exactly what we don't have here in America, man. Because all the princes eat in the morning. Okay, they make sure they're getting theirs. They call this, a consumer country. All the people that's ruling the world, what the fuck Trump say when there's war, during the war? He say the markets are up. All right, this nigga, you telling me this nigga trading? Okay, while many people are dying overseas, he's trading his money. He's making more money. You see, you don't care about the families these people are trying to return to, or these families these people left from, and they over there, they at the house praying for their children to return home, just for them to never return home, while this nigga counting his stacks up over the blood of the so-called American citizens. You see, these people are children, and they don't care about you. All right, they ain't got no self-control, and that's why he's going the way and the route that he's going. Right. So woe to this land, destruction be to America, and you're gonna see that destruction unfold too pretty soon. All right, because of what? It's unstable. The leaders are children. This shit just gonna fall apart. And it already is falling apart. Look at the gas prices, unstable already. The price of the food, unstable. Okay. Getting a job, the work-life balance with it. The hiring to unemployed ratio, unstable. It says in the book of Habakkuk 2:5. Yeah, also because he transgresses. Matter of fact, hold on. I had a different version the other day. And the GNT, Habakkuk 2:5 says, wealth is deceitful, greedy people are proud and restless. Like death itself, they are never satisfied. That is why they conquer nation after nation for themselves. See, here we see a child, he want all the toys in the world. And he playing with other kids, he playing with other children, and he started taking the other children's toys too, keeping it to himself. And then when that kid tried to get his toys back, he started crying and pouting as Esau eat him. You see, was he not crying and pouting when the Lord blessed, if you can see it, receive it through the Spirit, the Lord through Isaac blessed Jacob instead of Esau? See what he started doing? He started sobbing. He sought it carefully with tears, but it was too late for him. All right, and he the one who gave it up. He the one who sold his own blessing. Don't try to look at us and point the finger like we did something to you, nigga. You sold it. Now you want it back. That's a child. That's what we're talking about here. This devil is in the position. We got a child in a position of rulership, in a position to make decisions for the whole world. You see? And if something goes wrong, boom, your whole nation is gone. Whole country, your whole family, your whole heritage. He is like, it says, like death itself, they are never satisfied. That is why they conquer nation after nation for themselves. Okay? Just to do what? Make these people slaves, man. Okay? Let me grab this. And the CEV, the Contemporary English Version, says, wine is treacherous and arrogant people are never satisfied. They are no less greedy than death itself. They open their mouths as wide as the world of the dead and swallow everyone. Woo! All right, so. And the AMP says, moreover, wine is treacherous and betrays the arrogant man, so that he does not stay at home. His appetite is large like Sheol, which is hell. It says, and he is like death, never satisfied. He gathers to himself all nations and collects to himself all peoples as if he owned them. See? And that's his devil. Going every land and putting his fucking flag down. Imagine somebody just pulling up in your house, opening your door, walking in your shit uninvited, and putting a flag down and saying, kicking his feet up on your couch, putting a flag down in your shit, saying, make me something to eat. That's what this devil's doing, man. That's why he's got to be taken out of power. He's bullying everybody, the great big bully. Esau himself, grab this too. In the book of Micah, chapter 2 and 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. See, and that's the devil. He's coming to take your shit. He ain't asking no questions. It's not about justice with him, but he always preached justice. Isaiah 3 and 12, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee to err, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. So, we're being oppressed by children, and as the scriptures say, when you hear all the, as the scriptures say, we hear all the negative things, in the scriptures, it's always pointing back to Esau. As the scriptures say, if there be any adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. So everybody's suffering because what? We're in the hands of the tyrant. And pretty soon the Lord's coming to crack down on this nigga, man. But hey, with that, I truly hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom. Shalom.